What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm actually pretty excited to bring you this review because I like this one better than my first introductory into the House of Ajmal. This is called Crescendo of Oud. So this one is definitely my kind of style when it comes to oud fragrances. So this was sent to me by Ajmal, so them sending it to me has no bearings on what I'm going to think. My thoughts are my thoughts. It is what it is, but I'm pretty into this one. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not. And then at the end of the video, we do have a full unopened bottle that we'll be giving away to one lucky winner also. So let's get into it. Stay tuned. So first and foremost, let's take a look at this kind of barrel style bottle real quick because it is quite hefty. We looked at the last one, Song of Oud, and Song of Oud was nice and fresh, but this has some depth to it. This is a deeper, heavier scent, and kind of like the color scheme here, you have this brownish hue to the bottle. I would say that's a good color for this. A lot of heft to everything, the cap included. Cap doesn't stay well into place, but it is majority metal. With the thinnest of plastic filler, and it has a pretty good atomizer. Whew, a little bit of pungence. I like it. Let's talk about this scent. So when this opens, spicy, fruity, creamy, and powdery. That's the main accords that I get immediately because there's a fruitiness from raspberry. You get a spicy, ambery tone from saffron. And then the rose here is not thick and jammy. It's more of a powdery, kind of dusty like rose, and the patchouli gives this creamy feel. It doesn't really make it earthy. And then as it starts to settle, there's just as much of a supple leather tone, spicy, supple leather, as there is this oud accord. Similar oud accord to what Song of Oud has, kind of that more mainstream, slightly synthetic oud. It's not the most natural smell, but it's not the most synthetic smell. Like, I'm not sure the quality level of the oud oil here, but it doesn't smell cheap, but doesn't smell like super niche, challenging, funky either. Kind of falls somewhere in between, but this leathery accord stands out just as much, if not more, and it's got this spicy tone to it. There's no spices accounted for in the note breakdown, but there's a clear, spicy, supple, soft brown leather smell to this fragrance as it transitions, and that patchouli continues to hang out for that creamy tone, and the powdery rose stays through and through, but does calm down a bit as you get deeper into the dry down. This does change subtly. It's kind of a three-staged fragrance where the top note, very much spicy and fruity. Then that powdery tone really starts to set in with the creaminess of the patchouli, and then you transition into basically spicy leather with a little bit of a, I guess, slightly medicinal smelling oud wood smell, more so than anything super astringent. There's a kind of a sweetness to it, but that could be mainly from that raspberry note. But all in all, point being, not the most challenging oud fragrance I've smelled, but far from the easiest wear either. So this kind of falls somewhere in between. It does have a nice smell to it. My wife actually gave me 2 different compliments today, and she commented on the power, which we'll discuss here in just a little bit. Hours and hours into the wearing. I'm actually wearing it currently. I've been testing it over the last several days. And I got to say, so far, this is the Ajmal fragrance to beat for me. This I've only tried 2 from the house so far, and this is my clear favorite. Stuff smells great. Now, when it comes to performance, I did 4 sprays around the neck and 1 on my hand today. I've been doing 2 spray tests over the last 3 days as well. And it seems to be pretty consistent into that 9 to 11 hour range. So we'll kind of call it 8 to 10 hours is more of the typical safe range for longevity. Now, the projection and sillage is where it's going to be most interesting for a lot of people because it's a heavy projector. Even at the 2 spray tests that I've been doing, it's all I smell. It's been filling the room kind of because the sillage doesn't lose much from the projection. Because in the 2 to 3 hour range, you're getting beyond arm's reach kind of projection. At least I do on my skin. And then when the sillage calms down, it's on the moderate to heavy side where it's constantly reminding me it's there. I don't go anosmic to this one easily. I pretty much smell it the entire time it's on my skin. I've never experienced what a true faded skin scent is with this. I've taken showers by that time. By the 11-hour mark at the latest, I've taken a shower to wash it off, basically. So it's pretty beastly across the board. It's not the strongest fragrance I own. I wouldn't even put this in the top 5 strongest fragrances I own, but it's definitely up there with some of the most beastly, powerful fragrances on that wall full of 1,500 plus fragrances that I have. So if you're looking for a powerhouse, that's a very pleasurable, not all that animalic, sweet, spicy, kind of slight animalic, but more so a sweet, spicy, powdery type of oud fragrance, you'll probably like this because it's definitely got the power most people are looking for. Final thoughts on Crescendo of Oud. Pretty impressed by this one. It doesn't remind me of any specific fragrance. It reminds me of a style. I mean, oud rose, there's tons of them out there, especially with patchouli, with fruitiness like raspberry, some with leather, some without, some with spices. So it's been done before. It's pretty much a style and a genre. It's not necessarily specific to it smelling like any one or two fragrances. But the quality here comes across pretty well. Doesn't smell super synthetic and cheap to me. I wouldn't call it the highest level of luxury niche, but I definitely wouldn't call it synthetic designer level either. Kind of falls kind of on that higher end of designer, maybe lower end of niche, I would say, maybe even mid-level for neat, like the kind of quality expectation, basically. Performance is phenomenal and never really becomes too obnoxious for me for as strong as it is, because sometimes I don't want them crazy strong. And this one's up there. I appreciate this one. I think it's a great fragrance at 8.5 out of 10. I think that's the right rating for this one based on the categories and the way it shakes out, from scent to longevity, projection, and sillage, wearability, versatility. This is a fragrance that I would recommend for fall and winter. Totally fine during the day. I've been wearing it during the day, but I would say better suited for the evenings, special occasions, things like that. But if you like this style, you can wear it for whatever casually. I've been wearing it casually. No issues whatsoever. I mean, wear what you want when you want for the most part, but I would say ideal scenarios definitely falls into that fall, winter, evening wear would be ideal for it. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Now on to this giveaway. So this is going to be eligible for Continental United States subscribers only. So what you have to do here is like this video, subscribe to TLTG Reviews, and comment down below Crescendo of Oud. I'll have it on screen. No need to put TLTG like typical for my giveaways. Just put the name of the fragrance. You can put Ajmal if you want to. It doesn't matter. I'm going to, in the random comment picker, I'll just put Crescendo of Oud, name of fragrance. I'll leave this open for roughly a week, maybe a little bit longer, 7, 8-ish days, roughly. Then I will close the giveaway. I will pin the winning comment, which only I, as the channel owner and operator, can do. I will heart the winner's comment, which only I can do. And I'll reply asking the winner to email me personally so I can verify identity and set up shipping, and somebody's going to win this. Don't fall victim to any of those scam accounts trying to get you over to Telegram and so on. This channel and account is verified. You will see my name, channel name highlighted with the check next to it. If you're unsure, you can always click the profile, and if it's not me, it won't bring you to the TLTG Reviews channel page. So don't get scammed by those profiles. I do the same process for my giveaways every time. So once again, like this video, subscribe to TLTG Reviews, comment down below the name of the fragrance, open to Continental United States, tongue twister, Continental United States subscribers only, and I'll leave it open for roughly a week, and at the end of it, somebody's going to get this bottle. And I appreciate you guys watching, and until next time, I will say if you get your hands on Crescendo of Oud from Ajmal and you give it a spray now, I think there's a pretty good chance you might thank me later. Good luck in the giveaway. Have a good one.